Hey guys, this is Wexdarn here and welcome to Let's Play Viewtiful Joe episode 7. In this part we're just going to be carrying on with trying to rescue Sylvia.
Let's get it on!
Whoa.
Alright, so the Star Wars reference are pretty much writing themselves for this level. That's great. I actually really do enjoy this level because it's like a space themed level, but it doesn't really do much with the space like gimmicks, you know, in games with like low gravity, so you don't really get like high jumps or anything. But what they do is reference a load of like Star Wars stuff, and it gets really cheesy at one point, and I love it for it. And what I'm doing here is basically there's a box in the background that you need to get using max speed, so I'm just going to try grabbing that because it is pointless to try and take out all the enemies here since they actually just respawn. So really you want to take out what you can and just carry on moving. You can stay and train for a while if you want to get a load of V points, but I think we're okay, so I'm just going to keep moving. And what you want to do in this level is, wherever you can, you want to climb up these platforms. And if you see a string of these canisters, you want to zoom in. Then as you get down to the bottom, I failed there because these TIE fighter enemies get in your way, but anyway. You want to zoom in and then slow down as you fall. And if you pull it off, you'll do that and unlock one of the 3 locks for the level. See, the TIE fighter enemies that are flying past, if you hit them on the front, then they will damage you. But you can land on top of them and use them safely as a platform. So that's their main draw. Don't approach them directly from the front, otherwise they will hurt you, like that. And it can be really annoying since you can kind of just get blindsided by them. And you won't know they're coming until it's too late, like that. Because this is the one time in the game I will actually complain about the game's camera, since it's fine most of the time, but it's just here it could do with being a bit more zoomed out so I can see what I'm doing a little bit more. So anyway, you want to grab that box in particular. Then I've forgotten I've not got any boomerangs here, so I can't grab that box in midair like I was planning using a boomerang, but one sec. There we go, I can't get it with that. And as you can see inside, unlimited VFX, which didn't help me there at all really. But right, come on. And as you can see, we've got like Rob the robots in the background that are holding all these little yellow boxes, and I think that's kind of cool. But the weird thing about them is that in the PlayStation 2 version they're apparently still in the game, even though they're a Nintendo property, so that's kind of weird. Alright, got another one of these, and I managed to pull it off. Like, sometimes I'll mistime it and I'll run out of VFX before I reach the bottom, or an enemy will get in the way, or a TIE fighter platform will just like pick me up on the way down. And it just gets really annoying, as well as trying to climb up spaces in the TIE fighter enemies. Just there. Viewtiful forever, useful as always. That was weird. Oh come on, you weren't even going that fast. That should not have done damage to me. Like I say, this is the one level that could do with a better camera angle in my opinion. Just to see what you're doing a bit more. Right. So you're going to want to climb up here, and then jump across, red hot kick down to this platform, And then this is the third and final lock, so zoom in. And this is also where 2 of the TIE fighters can spawn, so it makes for a particularly annoying level, or particularly annoying lock to try and grab. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to cut to when I can successfully drop down onto that platform. There we go, pulled it off. Unfortunately, I'm like barely clinging on to life at this point, so that wasn't that bad. Right. Anyway, we got a new mini boss thing, which is a space version of the tank that we've already fought, and I'm going to try grabbing those. There we go, very nice. Right, down, up, slow. Jump over the tank and we're fine. And it works similar to the one that we've already fought, except for instead of bullets it shoots out a laser thing that we can still hit back at it though. Although apparently I failed at that. And yes, it will still damage its allies in battle, which is very useful really, but it seems quite impractical. I angled that one wrong. Ooh, close. I think the only way you can actually damage this one is like by flinging its allies into it, or this. Like, I don't think you can actually damage it with your punches this time round. Not saying don't give it a try, but I'm just saying it might be just quicker to just do it with the whole punching thing. Wait. I'm guessing that one didn't injure it, but... Ow! Alright, so I actually just beat the tank. Decided to cut out most of that for you since you've seen how it operates. It's like the other one, but just with lasers and it heats up, so... Yeah, decided to just cut like out for you guys. Still took a bit of damage from the tank, and if we go over here, got enough to restore us, and as you can see by the counter we've still got question mark ×1, so what could we be fighting again? Of course, another tank. So, ow, I clearly would have sent that into slow. But once again I found that its allies are probably the most effective weapon against it, so you're going to be wanting to use that against it, and yeah, just grab all the canisters you can in this level. It's not as major a requirement as it was for like fighting Fire Leo, but you're going to want to get as many as you can find. But I don't see. So that's another ally we can punch back at the tank. I love how that's Joe's preferred like form of ammunition now though. It's probably the most metal thing you can possibly do. Like, what's your main what do you use against your enemies? My enemies. Their bodies. Like, that's just really awesome when you think about it. So, well, it must be nearly there with the tank now. It's been taking forever. It takes so much damage. I can't fight you two both off like that. That's just unfair. Although I can use you like that. That's very useful. Again, I don't think I'm deserving of that rank. I'm nearly at the end of this level already, because, like I say, it's quite short, it's quite nice. And we'll need that. So So again, we have 2 more enemies that we need to fight. There's one above us and one below us, if I remember rightly. I'm just going to see if we can get another canister before we engage them. And it doesn't look like we'll have it before the first one, so... Anyway, straight in here, and you'll find it's a metallic version of Fire Leo. This one's nowhere near as deadly as the other one though. Like, I think it's like slightly more defensive in terms of how much punishment his shield can take. But in terms of damage output, this guy's nowhere near as bad as Leo himself can be. And plus he doesn't have like a fire pit to leap into at the end of his attack cycle, so he can't restore his shield at all and stuff like that. Right, so hopefully I can just keep holding down. And he's done already. So as you can see, much weaker versions of Leo himself. See, we're going to want some of those canisters. Yeah, Metallic Leo apparently thinks that blue fire is much more manly, and to be honest, blue fire is actually hotter than red fire. Which is kind of weird, because people always associate blue as being a colder colour, but... in fact, the hottest of flame can be like white or violet, really, so... Yeah, I mean, what would be really weird was if like the hottest colour was like a black flame, in my opinion, because that'd be really dangerous as well, come to think about it, because it's going to be hard to spot like a black flame if it's in like a dark area, so yeah. Again, I don't think I'm that crappy, but right, drop the platform down for me, because I have to dodge these like fire things and they're not easy to dodge, so drop the pillar back down. So I couldn't help that then, they give off barely any warning, so I was just trying to get on my platform, it just attacks me. I want that canister back down there. Come on, platform, we can do this. Now back up, back up, back up, back up. Thank you, platform. Very helpful. I think I saw another health box over here that I just didn't get because... Oh, right. Another Fire Leo, we're just getting out of here. No, 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 don't want to fight you. How? Why did you even spawn? How did you even spawn? I've never had to fight you again. Well, you do have to fight them later, like, but I've never had to fight one here again. So I didn't realise this could actually happen. So, yeah, that's kind of weird. Maybe he'll drop something decent for me at least. Alright, that's quite decent of him. I will tolerate him being here for that. Right, come on, get over that side. Thank you, platform. And let's go before another one comes. Alright guys, so I just saved really quickly and I decided I'm gonna pick up some stuff from the store. Let's see. I want to get a couple of boomerang sets since they're actually really useful, and to be honest I felt kind of crippled in a way like without them during that last level, so I'm gonna need them. I'll just top up my health. I don't normally do that, but I'm just gonna do it for this level. We can't afford that anymore, so take 2, and yeah, I think that's about it really. Yeah, okay, so I shall join you in like the next part. Alright guys, so here we are, and as you can see we've got a load of fire Leos in the background. This second part of the levels, if I remember rightly, it's longer than the first, but it's still not too badly long. But, yeah, I can speak English well. Can you believe it's my first language? Anyway, you see all these things in the background? I know it's sort of supposed to be like how it was in the entrance with all the they resembled all the stormtroopers from that scene in, I can't remember which one it was in, but I know it was a scene on the Death Star, and I missed out on a canister there. So if I end up on 49 canisters, then that will annoy me, and I've just missed out on a couple. So on the bright side, if I die, I get a shot at those. But anyway, after that catastrophic attempt at getting up getting up a corridor, nope. This is going well. Anyway, I know those metal Leos lined up were supposed to be the Stormtrooper scene again, but it just reminds me of the Rob the Robots from Smash Brothers Brawl there. Especially with the fact that Rob was earlier in this level. Kind of weird, but you know. If Capcom wants to throw it in there, then that's fine. I mean, it's kind of a cool reference to have, but I'm just surprised that they didn't remove it for the PlayStation 2 version. And it's not as if Rob the Robot was still an active thing at that point. Rob the Robot was long gone by then. A lot of people probably would have not known about him if it hadn't been for Brawl or Mario Kart DS. So yeah. I mean, I think Rob's kind of a cool design, and I'm glad that he's sort of, back, even though I wasn't around for his first iteration, but I don't know what I'm rambling about now. I'm just talking over this fight, and I died. Oh no, take two. I didn't expect to have to use it that early, but if needs be. Viewtiful forever. It's really annoying that they force you to fight this many enemies well, not this many enemies, this many of this particular kind of enemies at once. It's just because they're so aggressive compared to some of the other forms, and these ones are actually kind of formidable. They don't script their attacks as much as everybody else's, so they're actually kind of a difficult enemy to have in a game. I don't know. I mean, if there weren't enemies like this, I'd be complaining that the enemies are just too easy, so there's not really a way this game can win. So, and here we have a Joker fight, which I'm okay with because it's been a while and my health is ridiculously low for this fight. Come on, get over here, I'm not fighting you through the flames. Right, get down. Right. Come on, get towards me. I don't mind when you shoot your guns, simply because it gives me a pretty easy shot at hitting you. Right, come on. Boomerang. Like, this boss fight is basically all of his moves from earlier, but I think like the sword move is new, and I think he has an extended health bar compared to all of his other fights. I mean, I wouldn't mind this guy, except I wish he got like a bit of characterization, like other than the fact that he's just, oh, he's this mini boss that keeps appearing. Like, do we not know why they keep sending this particular brand of mini boss after us, or anything more about them? Because like they seem pretty prominent in the whole grand scheme of things. So. Yeah, why not just give us a little bit more information about the guys? I mean, they probably have done in the anime, but I don't care about that. So... He's going to take some damage from the fire, so that's helpful for us. Alright. I'm sorry, but if I can take damage from him like barely moving towards us, then he should be taking damage from me like kicking in the other direction, because I still graze the guy. Anyway, come on, keep going. I think I should say that this is like my second time recording this, because the first time I just wasn't like getting into the fight at all. So I just wasn't getting into this level at all, and I just sounded very bored in the commentary. And to be honest, if you're not enjoying it yourself, then why are you recording the game in the first place? Because I know people are, well, in fact I'll finish talking about this after the slot machine, since the idea of this one is you have to speed it up yourself, and I'll do it after I sort this out, because you've seen so many of these. So yeah. Alright, so apparently we're ad. As I was saying, this is like my second time recording this, simply because I wasn't like I wasn't like feeling it in the last recording. Like, I wasn't enjoying it as much as I could have done. Launching Buster Planets, target Earth, oh dear. Oh come on, I would have dodged underneath that punch, but as I was saying, I just had to like re-record this because I wasn't enjoying the first recording of it, and if you're not enjoying making the video, then I don't think you should carry on doing it. I mean, that if anybody tells you that they're recording it just for their entertainment though, then that is a lie, because if they were recording it just for their entertainment, they wouldn't be putting it onto YouTube. And yeah, so they are doing it partly because they want somebody to watch it. They aren't just doing it just because they feel like it's something they want to do. Just saying, but you should be doing it with some degree of your own self-enjoyment of the actual thing that you're doing. Otherwise, there's no point. It's just going to come across as a chore, and you are going to be so bored doing it. And I just wasn't feeling like that recording session, so I just had to redo this. Just because I'm happier doing it now. I feel more up for it now. So, you know, I just wanted to throw it out there that even though you should be doing it for like a balance of your own entertainment and having an audience watching it that's entertained by it. Or at least that's just my opinion on how you should be making videos for YouTube. And as you can see here, all you're doing is just punching these rockets like at the spaceships, and it's a really cool idea, but it gets really repetitive. So after we've shot down 2 of them, since I've shot down 2 already, I'm just going to cut to when I've destroyed the last of them, like my counter is telling me to. So be right back. Alright, so just destroyed the last ship that was here, and hold on a second, my voice is going.
Key break again.
Sorry, I don't know what's happening with my voice then, but yeah, we destroyed all the ships, and then this doorway opens. And yay, we have another one of these conveyor belt sections. This time with fire Leos. Well, metal Leos, but still. You know, you could have nicer enemies for these areas, but it said, give us these. We'll be fine with these. Oh god, I want those canisters on the ceiling. Right. Okay, come on. Yeah, like, I think I probably missed the most canisters in this level. But as long as I can find like 21 more, which is might be a bit of a stretch at this point, I'd be happy with like just unlocking 1 more block on that gauge. So yeah, I might be stretching it at this point, but if I can find 21 more, then I'll be fine. I think it's really unfair that we get all these flames coming down from the ceiling as well as having to fight these guys, but whatever, I will put up with it. And he's never spat fireballs at me before, so there's something new. Alright, let's keep going, just keep red hot kicking him. There. Oh, I didn't do enough to kill him. There's a really annoying bit of this level as well, coming up like right after this bit if I remember rightly, so... Right. And this one has the key, so... have to kill this one as well. Right, punch away his shield. I think that's the design of the Death Star really, as his shield, which is, if it is, it's kind of cool, and if it's just a generic thing, then meh, it looks cool. Oh. Alright, so we finally beaten that guy, and we got the key out of him, so on we go. And here comes the annoying section in my opinion. Grab some health, see if we can grab, I can't quite grab those canisters. Yeah, that's annoying. And here we are, we have 2 minutes to take out 8 enemies. Oh good, the gunslinger guy's back, I've missed him. So. Right, so that's 2 of them down I think. Oh no, you're still going even though we punched you, but... Come on, take care of you now. Right, 3 down. And... I sense a pattern coming on here. A panton. Yes, there is a panton going on here. Right. Slow on you. Slow on you. And where's the last guy? Oh, I flung you into him, okay. Oh, you're back. Have that. Can't believe that this guy with like the spiky gloves took more punishment than the gunslinger guy. But yeah, you can see where the annoyance for me comes in with the whole time limit. I mean, it's doable, sure, but in some cases it comes right down to the wire. And depending on what difficulty you're playing on, you can be faced with quite strict time limits as well. Because I remember playing like the highest difficulty, and yeah, spoiler alert, adult is not the highest difficulty. Because like I said in the first episode, adult is just the normal mode. And I failed. Oh, barely! Ooh! Ooh! So close! But anyway, like I said in the first episode, I should have flung one of those guys up to get those canisters. That was the idea, weren't it? But as I said in the first episode, adult is actually the normal mode for this game. Kids is easy. I'll get into what the higher difficulties are after this, but yeah, just so you know, the adult is not the highest difficulty. So yeah. Anyway, second timer area, which is even more annoying than the first, so God help me here. Just have to get that. Get the food from the centre, and come on. I don't see how I'm going to beat these guys, but you know. Because I doubt stuff like that's going to help me that much, really. So I don't think that red shock box actually works on these guys, but you know, every little helps if it does help. Right, so climb up, keep climbing. You guys aren't too bad, really. You're just more like enhanced versions of the red guys with swords from earlier. So I have to stay in this. I have to get you like in a slow motion with the sword jab. Okay. And you brought along some of these little black guys as well, so that's always fun. Ugh. God damn. So I've got 30 seconds to kill 5 of them. This is not going to happen. This is not going to happen. This is so not going to happen. Oh, I'm left with one guy left. And 10 seconds to beat him. 5, 4, 3. No, not gonna happen. I'm dead. Although, what does happen if I run out of time? Do I just lose a bonus on it? Like, oh, I see. It slowly kills me. Right, so finally made it onto the next area. 100 seconds for 4 enemies now, and now that I've got another canister, I'm not going to bother going for the rest of them, so... Oh great, it's you guys. Come on then. Start beating me to a pulp brutally. Right, come on. Right, jump over me. There you go. Well, that was you being quite smoothly, actually. Who have we got for the last two enemies? Come on, where are you? Spawn already. This is unfair. Right. So it's just two of you guys again. I'm okay with that. I can deal with that. Right, come on. I've found out you're not so bad after all. I can put up with you at least. Right, come on. Over the top. Right, sorry about that. Come on. 20 seconds to beat you. There we go. I think I did that quite nicely, actually. Better than the last white area. So, what's next? 110 seconds to beat 2. Depends which 2, really. Come on then, who are you going to drop in on me? It's going to be the pink ones, isn't it? Where are they? Oh, Fire Leos. Probably won't be able to do this. Come on. I've done this in the past, but I'm just so out of practice. Right. Right, if I can't attack him, let's get rid of your shield. Oh god, this is brutal. God, I can't even jump over the guy. Oh. Right, come on. Down, up, down. Right, you're dizzy, so let's punch you. Come on. 1 heart. 30 seconds. And you're not going down at all. Right guys, so I'm back. I'm sorry that didn't really get properly recorded then. It's just that, well, it took me a few times, so I turned off the recording stuff, and when I actually accomplished it, I didn't expect to. So, yeah, I just beat Fire Leos, well, the Metal Leos, and you saw me fighting them, so it's pretty much like me cutting to nearly beating them anyway, so yeah, sorry you missed out on about 10 seconds there, guys. Anyway, I didn't remember that being the end of the level, so that's actually rather surprised me that I've just brought us back in that close to the end. Whoops. I've actually bought a couple of things because I had to retry a fair few times actually to try and well, basically to try and be able to beat Fire Leos, because for some reason I just couldn't like keep up with them. I couldn't do it in the time limit, so yeah, I bought a few extra lives so I could have some attempts in my go, because pretty much every time I got up to them I had no lives left, so I had to get a continue like every time he beat me, so, well, they beat me, so yeah, that was pretty terrible. Anyway, we're off. So let's go to the boss of episode 7.
Move on! Joe!
Oh my gosh, it's you! How? Why?
Right again, little one. I am Blue, the creator of this land, the lord of this world. Oh, how trivial, how inconsequential do heroes look from where I stand.
Hey, what is this? Captain Blue, enemy of evil, guardian of the world, the guy who gave us the courage to... Why, Captain Blue?
Guardian of the world? What does that mean? No matter how many villains I knock down, this world will not last. No, I'm going out to the real world where my powers will mean something. I'll rule the entire Earth, and then I can exact revenge on you people who confined us to this fleeting, transient world of movies. Humans who just create things and then throw them away when they're bored and done with them. Just like so much tissue paper.
What are you going to do to Sylvia?
Foolish boy, you still don't get it, do you? I am the creator. I made this film and everything in it. Sylvia, I am your father, Sylvia.
That's not true. Mama told me my daddy died.
Sylvia, deep down you should know the truth by now. The same blood courses through our veins. In a way, it is true that your father has died. In his place stands the master of the world, the all-powerful controller of light and dark. Me, King Blue!
Now give up your futile resistance. Your life will give me the fresh energy I need to break into the real world.
Captain, King Blue, you used to be cool. Now, you're nothing but a loser. I'm gonna show you what it means to be a true hero.
Go ahead. I will snap your foolish little ideals in half.
Come on, Six Machine!
My hero.
Alright, so after dying to this guy a few times, I've learned a couple of things about his patterns and stuff. And that's the best way of demonstrating it there, by being hit by lightning. But basically when these guys come along, you're going to want to spin kick to work your way through them to get some points. And it will also bring him forward. Like when he's forward, you'll want to do zoom in, kick or punch attacks, because those are the most effective things against him. Sometimes he'll summon up this little pillar tower thing and you'll want to max speed that, and if he's not shrouding himself in lightning, then the max speed attack will damage King Blue. But once again, it's all going to pop because I've realised I'm talking to people. And right, so just stand between the two lightning bolts. Right, come on. Right, he's got to use the die fighters. I think that's what their actual name is. So yes, it's terrible, I know. Can't attack him when he's in lightning, it's like his usual Captain Blue fights, but alright, so try interrupting his attack there. He does send missiles along with that tower, so you're going to have to jump over them, so just bear that in mind when you're attacking his tower thing. So and that's Scepter. So I've been working away at the guy and I've managed to get him down to his yellow health bar at least, but obviously I'm looking worse for wear, and I've found that like the best method for avoiding his lightning attacks is to get above them and then just punch and kick combo to ensure that you don't fall into them. So just thought I'd share that here, because I have to continue again, but yeah, just thought I'd share. I am getting better. Okay guys, so here we are, we've gone down to orange health now. And I'm still getting hit by that laser thing, since when I get caught in the middle of just trying to punch this out, I just tend to forget about everything else that's going on, because that gives you a hamburger, that's always helpful. And I found a technique of avoiding his like electric staff technique thing. You see the staff that he's holding, he'll throw it and then it will match whatever height you're at and just send lightning out from either side of it. Which is like, when he throws it, if you just crouch down, then the lightning will pass over you safely. You just gotta hold it until it disappears. But anyway, as you can see by the King's health, we've nearly got him now. So yeah, got him on the run. Final boss nearly done, and I died. So here we go again, guys. Going down to his last bit of health. I'm nearly dead myself. So here we go. Keep punching, and hopefully. Oh no, no! Can't end like this. No! Alright, so here comes attempt number 3 at doing this. Of him being on low health and me being on relatively, well, now increasingly low health compared to him. But anyway, hopefully I should be able to hit him back now. So, right, and done. And here we are for the second half of our final boss fight. It's just a fight against Captain Blue, like the other Captain Blue fights we've had in this game already, and yeah, a nice touch this fight is that he's actually like a younger version of Captain Blue, like the one that would have actually been in the films.
Cut! Ready? Action!
Just go for it!
Right. As I was saying, like a nice touch is that this is like the younger Captain Blue, one that would have been in the actual like movies that he was in. But if you see, he's got rid of the pot belly that he has in all of his other appearances in this game, and rather than his hair being like grey or white, he's actually blonde if you look at his moustache. So yeah, I really kind of like the way that they gave him a slight redesign for this. So it's pretty cool, and in a way it's a nice way to sort of like bookend the game itself, because like one of the first fights in the game is a fight against Captain Blue, and now the last fight is yet another fight against Captain Blue. I will say, like, the lightning attack is incredibly hard to dodge. So, yeah, it's not the nicest move in the world, simply because it follows Blue around the arena. So, yeah, I mean, I think it does less damage than King Blue, thankfully, but this is just a nice final battle, and I'm on 1 heart, so I'm probably going to die here, but you know what? I don't care, because this is my first attempt against this guy, and I think I've done quite well for the first attempt against him. So, well, first attempt against him in years, because, well, I've already gone over it several times. I've not touched this game for years, so... Oh god, I'm gonna die. There we go. Alright guys, so down to his last health bar. I'd say this is my second attempt, although it's technically my third, since my first attempt I came to him with only 2 hearts, if you remember rightly, so... I'm saying it's my second, like, fair attempt, because it's my second attempt at him when I had a full health bar, so... Yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. Anyway, what did you guys kind of think of the Star Wars reference that they used him for with Sylvia? Because I thought it was wonderfully cheesy. You know? Like, I thought it was beautiful. So, I really like this episode. I think it's a really great way to end it. I'm finished.
Thank you, Joe. Thank you for stopping me. 20 years ago, I was hailed as the most revolutionary movie maker of my time. But it was just a fad, and I was soon forgotten. All I ever wanted to do was to create heroes. True heroes the world needed. And as if to answer my prayers, I was sucked into one of my films, and I was given the opportunity to live the life of a hero. I lost touch with reality. I forgot about my wife and daughter. I was too busy living out my fantasies. But little by little, the seed of evil had begun to sprout in my heart. Desire for revenge against the people who had betrayed me flared up, and...
Daddy?
Forgive me, Sylvia. I was wrong.
Daddy, don't be silly. You could have abandoned your ideals and ended up disillusioned and hollow like an empty shell. At least you followed your dream. I thought it was a great movie. Just think of all the fans waiting for your next production. You can't disappoint them.
Oh, Sylvia.
Look, Blue. Everybody loves a happy ending. Wait a minute. Wasn't I supposed to be the main character here?
Yes. But there's more to this story.
Warning, warning. Large numbers of UFO troops detected closing into Earth. Motivation, world domination. Missiles fired. 60 seconds to impact.
Uh-oh. That doesn't sound good. What did you do, Captain?
Like I said, there's more to this story. There's 2 more times when Earth will be in danger, and each time a hero must stand up to defend it.
Wow, what did you say? Did you say 2 more times?
That's right. But I'm the director, so trust me on this one, will you? Although I admit there was a slight change in the plot. But it doesn't matter now. The world has a new young hero called Viewtiful Joe to protect them. Show them again how a hero is supposed to be.
I guess you're right. Well, then I guess I should be going now.
Wait for me. Daddy, I'm going too.
What?
Are you out of your mind?
Look at it this way. Ever since coming to this world, I haven't done anything. Come on, there might be a hero in me too, you know. So, Daddy, can I have a V-Watch? Please? You can do this, right? You're the big director.
Well,
Looks like the party's about to begin any minute now. But you know, in the movies...
There always has to be a plot twist. That means that things always go wrong once before you get to the happy ending. Isn't that right, Joe?
Ha! That's my girl. This is where the story really starts getting interesting. Come on, partner. Leave this to...
Beautiful Joe and Sylvia!
And that was Viewtiful Joe. And to be honest, I love this game. Even though I, admittedly, quite suck at this. I'll put my hands up and admit that. I really do love this game. I think it's a brilliant game. I think it's one of Capcom's best games that they've done. And yeah, I just can't really stop complimenting it enough, and I love all these spoof of movie posters that are going on here. Like, there was a King Kong and a Jaws one, and I'm not sure if that's meant to be a reference to one. And if I remember rightly, that one with Alistair is a I can't remember it off the top of my head, but that one's a New Hope. It's not New Hope. I know it's an original trilogy Star Wars movie poster, and here we've got a gallery of all these movie names, of all the villain names, and I suppose if I really wanted to I could have learned them all, but I would have just referred to them as what they resembled anyway. And that's Rosetta. Okay, so I guess it was a female robot after all. Sounds like a female name. And I hate you, Chromates. But anyway, this won't be the end of Viewtiful Joe. I've got one more episode planned for this, one bonus thing to show off some stuff that comes with this game. So yeah, I've just got one more episode to show off. But I like this credit sequence just because it's got everything you could really ask for in a credit sequence. It's got a montage of all these cool things, and it's got a montage of scenes that we've played through in the game, the main characters, and I love enemy reels. I don't know about you in video games, but I love when you get an enemy reel just telling you little bits of trivia about stuff, because I'm just a massive trivia nut over everything. So I love another Joe's. That's just great. So I didn't realise they were made from green diamond. I would have called that emeralds, but okay. Yeah, I really like this game, and one thing that I can't believe well, at least I don't think I ever really mentioned in this, is that this game has an amazing soundtrack to it as well. I don't think there's a single track throughout this game that I don't like, and one of my favourite ones is one of the introduction of King Blue. It's got this really cool operatic soundtrack music, and I really like that piece. And there's just the ending with all the characters on it. Oh, everybody loves me. Isn't that a great message to have at the end of your game? Right, well, I shall see you all in the bonus episode. Goodbye.